Hi everyone, and welcome to this Q&A. So this week I got asked by a good friend, I'd like to make an editable PDF. What is the best and cheapest way? Well, before I even dive into that answer, I asked him one other question. Why PDF? And I asked why because when we are providing resources for students to work in, and if he's asking if he needs to have it editable, that means he needs people to write into it, responses like a workbook. Why are we just insisting on it being PDF? Now, his answer was that he was worried about intellectual property and he wanted to lock down the PDF and make sure that that content was locked in. But that's kind of a false sense of security because no PDF is actually mean that that content is locked. If you are providing a course to somebody and you are opening up your content to them, they can do whatever they want with it. They can take screen grabs, they can send it to friends. It's very, very easy to take someone's IP if they've paid for your course, okay? So locking a PDF isn't really going to stop that, especially now, actually, that ChatGPT 4 allows you to upload PDFs and ask it to tell you what was in there. So there's really no security around a PDF. So the question is, why PDF? If it has to be PDF because you've used some fancy software, because you can use Adobe Illustrator to create really beautiful workbooks and things like that. And in that case, they're always going to be PDFs because Adobe Illustrator is a graphic design software. If the intention is to engage the learners into an active piece of learning, then you have a couple of other options. You have Canva, but again, Canva is kind of like the poor cousin of Adobe Illustrator in that you can create beautiful documents, but they're not really workable. So you need to use the tool that I'm about to show you to actually make it editable. Otherwise, you use Google Docs and you can export as a PDF or a Word document, and you can use Microsoft Word, of course. So I'm going to show you the software that I recommended to my friend. It's called PDFescape, because when we say cheapest, if you use Adobe Illustrator, you can do everything you want, but it's very expensive, and mostly it's graphic designers who know how to use that. So for us that don't know how to use all of those fancy tools, we would use something like this. So it's PDFescape. The link is going to be in the description below. You can do a free online version if you don't want to sign up and have another password to deal with. But it's pretty simple to use, a little clunky. So I've done screen grabs for you so we don't have to wait for it to do its thing live. So getting started, you just upload your PDF. I'm assuming if you have an account, it's going to be a lot quicker and easier, but you're obviously paying for that. But if you just want to do something quick, upload your PDF. So this is what it looks like. So this is the PDF that we made from a template. So this is us designing this inside of Google Docs. So Google Docs can do a lot. Like you can make it look really beautiful. So there's nothing really wrong with this PDF. It's not like the most fanciest graphically designed PDF, but hey, it's functional. And it's also is a Google Doc. So this is what that looks like as a PDF. If I want to now add some fillable forms, I go over here and I do form field. I click text, I select, and then I place into here. See, a little bit clunky. I don't know why it decided to do it from that side. So, oops, something went wrong. See, a little clunky. This is what happens when you are using a tool that is free. Let's try again. You see, again, weird. Aha, there we go. If I want to move that, I press on the little hand and then I can move, well, I'm supposed to be able to move it around, but see, it's a little clunky. But this seems to be one of the best tools out there that's really, really cheap and actually in this case free. But if we can't move it, what is the point? Let's try this one. Is that going to let me move it? Aha, that's going to let me move it. So I was using the wrong tool. So that is a user error. So you can make the box as big as you like. And then when you are done, you just need to export it. So I'm going to replace there. And yeah, see, something went wrong. Who knows what went wrong? It does work. I have tested it. And you can then get people to write into there. So, whoops. Just back to my original point, which was actually, why does it have to be a PDF? This is because we want to mitigate cognitive overload. So if you want to learn more about what cognitive overload is in UX, click on this video. It's going to be in the description below as well. This is all about the fact that when you're trying to engage learners in an online place, you need to get rid of as many barriers as possible. So if one of your barriers is that you've got a workbook and it's PDF, and this person doesn't have a printer and it's been designed to be printed, that's a barrier to them doing the learning. Okay, if everything is in document form, everybody can use it because they're already online, right? So you're taking away one extra barrier. Again, with fillable PDFs, they can be still clunky. It means that learner can't also make that template work for them. I don't know about you, but even if someone gives me a template, I've always got ways that I think that are differently to the person who gave me the template. So especially for something like this. Well, actually, this one's not so bad because this is just basically a structure. But let's have a look at one of my other freebies, this one. So this is the template for thinking and reflecting, all right? So it's great that I've put these questions in, but as a learner, I might want to put my own questions in. I might want to add to this. So if I've made this a PDF, this is really not workable, right? And again, I'm also setting how big the box is. What if I really want to write a lot more? So if this was a PDF and I'd made those boxes, you're kind of locking the learner down to a certain amount. And if the entire purpose is for them to do the learning themselves, then you're kind of controlling something that doesn't need to be controlled. Does that make sense? Anyway, I'd love to hear what you think about PDFs and whether or not we should be worried about trying to make them, workable, or whether we should just go back to using old-fashioned Word or Google Docs. Let me know in the comments below, and until next time, stay awesome.